Synonyms are words that have almost the same meaning. They are like twins, but not identical twins. Think of happy and joyful. Both mean a feeling of happiness, yet they have a slightly different feel. Happy is a simple word. Joyful feels deeper and more intense. Synonyms give us options when we write or speak. Instead of saying the big dog, we can say the enormous dog. Both are correct, but enormous gives us more information about the dog's size. It's more descriptive. Imagine eating the same meal every day. It would get boring, right? Synonyms are like spices in our language. They add variety and make our communication more interesting. So, next time you write or speak, think about synonyms. Can you use a more descriptive word? Can you find a word that better fits the tone of your message? Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. If synonyms are like twins, antonyms are like north and south on a compass. They are completely different. Hot and cold are antonyms. So are up and down. We use antonyms all the time without even realizing it. Turn the lights on implies that the lights are currently off. We understand the opposite meaning without even saying the word off. Antonyms are important for creating contrast and making our writing more dynamic. Instead of saying, the man walked slowly down the street, we can say, the man ambled down the street while the traffic rushed around him. The antonyms slowly and rushed create a vivid picture in the reader's mind. So, how can you use antonyms to make your writing more interesting? Now, don't be afraid to ask for help when finding synonyms and antonyms. Our good friend, the Thesaurus, is here to lend a hand. It's a book or a website that lists synonyms and antonyms for different words. Think of the Thesaurus as your language toolbox. Need a different word for happy? Open up the Thesaurus and find words like cheerful, merry, delighted, and more. Need an antonym for brave? The Thesaurus offers cowardly, fearful, and timid. But remember, not all synonyms and antonyms are interchangeable. Choose words that fit the tone and context of your writing. A gigantic spider might be scary, but a gigantic ice cream sundae sounds delicious. Synonyms and antonyms are like colors on an artist's palette. They allow us to paint vivid pictures with our words. Instead of simply saying the flower is pretty, we can say the rose bloomed with vibrant colors, its petals a delicate shade of crimson. See how the synonyms, vibrant and delicate, and the more specific word, crimson, create a more detailed and interesting image in our minds? That's the power of choosing the right words. Don't be afraid to experiment with different synonyms and antonyms. Play with language, have fun with it. You might be surprised at the beautiful and evocative prose you can create. Section 5. Avoiding repetition. Have you ever listened to someone repeat the same word over and over again? It can get a bit tedious, right? Synonyms help us avoid repetition and make our writing and speaking more engaging. For example, instead of saying, the cat sat on the mat, the cat licked its paws, the cat looked up at me, we can use synonyms to make it more interesting. The cat curled up on the mat. The feline groomed its paws before gazing up at me with bright, curious eyes. See how much more interesting that is? Using synonyms helps us avoid sounding like a broken record and keeps our audience engaged. Section 6. Adding flavor to language. Think of synonyms and antonyms as spices in a recipe. Just like spices add flavor to food, synonyms and antonyms add flavor to our language. They make our writing and speaking more interesting, engaging, and enjoyable. Imagine you're writing a story about a chase scene. Instead of saying, the car went fast, you could say the car hurtled down the highway, its engine roaring like a beast. The synonyms hurtled and roaring create a sense of speed and excitement, so sprinkle those synonyms and antonyms generously throughout your writing and speaking. Add a dash of excitement, a pinch of humor, and a whole lot of flavor. Section 7. The importance of context. Remember, words can have different meanings depending on the context. A bright idea is a good thing, but a bright light might be blinding. Always consider the context when choosing synonyms and antonyms. For example, the word cheap can have a negative connotation, implying poor quality. However, if you're talking about a good deal, you might use the synonym affordable instead. The key is to choose the word that best fits the situation and conveys the meaning you intend. When in doubt, consult a dictionary or thesaurus to ensure you're using the right word for the job. Section 8, real-world synonyms and antonyms. We encounter synonyms and antonyms every day, often without even realizing it. Road signs use antonyms like stop and go to direct traffic. Menus use synonyms like delicious and mouth-watering to entice diners. Advertisements use powerful verbs and adjectives, often synonyms, to make their products more appealing. News headlines use strong verbs and often contrasting adjectives, sometimes antonyms, to grab our attention. Understanding how synonyms and antonyms are used in everyday life can make us more aware of the power of language and how it shapes our perceptions. Section 9, spice up your life. So there you have it, synonyms and antonyms, the dynamic duo of language. They add variety, create contrast, and make our communication more interesting and engaging. So go forth and experiment with these powerful tools. Use a thesaurus, play word games, and pay attention to how language is used around you. You'll be amazed at how much richer and more vibrant your communication will become. Happy wordsmithing.